Hello, Epic friends. Welcome to the book of Exodus. We're reading chapter 17, verses 1. Oh, I'm sorry. Yep. Chapter 17, verses 1 through 16. So grab your Bible, grab your comma journal and a pen. Make sure that you take a look at the comma quick start guide at the back. It's going to give you some helpful tips and hints on how to just engage in this passage and read it a little bit differently and understand it differently. So there's a video that'll help you with that as well, but we're going to get started. Exodus 17, water from the rock is the theme of this passage. So when you're thinking of treats, TRTS, that's the one T is a theme. And water from the rock is the big bold title at the top. All right. The whole Israelite community set out from the desert of Sin, traveling from place to place as the Lord commanded. They camped at Rephidim, but there was no water for the people to drink. So they quarreled with Moses and said, "Give us water to drink." Moses replied, "Why do you quarrel with me? Why do you put the Lord to the test?" But the people were thirsty for water and they grumbled against Moses. They said, "Why did you bring us out of Egypt and make us and our children and livestock die of thirst?" Then Moses cried out to the Lord, "What am I to do with these people? They are almost ready to stone me." The Lord answered Moses, "Go out in front of the people. Take with you some of the elders of Israel and take in your hand the staff with which you struck the Nile. And go. I will stand there before you by the rock at Horeb. Strike the rock and water will come out of it for the people to drink." So Moses did this in the sight of the elders of Israel, and he called the place Massah and Meribah, because the Israelites quarreled and because they tested the Lord, saying, "Is the Lord among us or not?" The Amalekites defeated. The Amalekites came and attacked the Israelites at Rephidim. Moses said to Joshua, "Choose some of our men and go out to fight the Amalekites. Tomorrow I will stand on top of the hill with the staff of God in my hands." So Joshua fought the Amalekites as Moses had ordered, and Moses, Aaron, and Hur went to the top of the hill. As long as Moses held up his hands, the Israelites were winning. But whenever he lowered his hands, the Amalekites were winning. When Moses' hands grew tired, they took a stone and put it under him, and he sat on it. Aaron and Hur held his hands up, one on one side, one on the other, so that his hands remained steady till sunset. So Joshua overcame the Amalekite army with the sword. Then the Lord said to Moses, "Write this on a scroll as something to be remembered, and make sure that Joshua hears it, because I will completely blot out the name of the Amalek from under heaven." Moses built an altar and called it, "The Lord is my banner." He said, "Because hands were lifted up against the throne of the Lord will be at war against the Amalekites from generation to generation." All right. That's our reading for today. Go back through that and read through it, reread through it. Think of treats, TRTS, without the vowels, and think of specs, SPECS. All those letters stand for a different way that you can engage in this passage, and the comma quick start guide will give you those tips and hints, and so will the video up above. All right, we will see you back here tomorrow.